2014 to 16, but who knows when, for sure. All right, let's see. Let's continue on the adventure of Les. Oh, my computer system in my office in Genchapati, in my beautiful mill, which I bought, but my cousins were stealing from me. I had to put cameras in my house. I recorded the stuff that was going on. They were partying in my house. Of course, my relatives, they didn't believe me. All they had to do was go around to the neighbors and just talk to them and ask them. Every single time I went away from my house to go across Europe to work on my computer system and talk to customers and things like that, they came into my house and they partied pretty hard all night long, left their kids there who were playing with matches, almost started a fire in my house, all the things I didn't bother telling my other excuse me, cousins in Canada and stuff, because some of them didn't believe it, and I don't care. I really don't. When I spoke to the police said that I could prosecute both my cousins, both adults. But then what would have happened with the kids? It wouldn't have been fair to the kids, even though they were stealing too. And the parents were showing them how to take stuff from my house. It was really unbelievable. And then when I almost was crying when I was in Dusseldorf, I was in Munich. I was sitting in my vehicle, watching them partying in my house, and then I called them, and they were saying, "Shh, everybody, be quiet. It's Les. Be quiet, be quiet." And then they would suddenly all be quiet, and then they picked up the phone. I could see them on the video, but they didn't know that. And I almost cried when they were lying to my face. They lied to my face so many times. They lied about needing money for education and stuff like that, special computer schools and stuff, which I gave them the money for, because I wanted my little cousins to learn about computers. But it was all BS, because when I wanted to meet the teachers, they never could show me the teachers. I figured out later that it was just a scam to get money out of me, and this is disgusting. I really trusted them, but in the end I had to move away, sell my house, and get away from there, because even though I developed friendship with a couple of people that were much better than my cousins. Never took anything from me, never took advantage of me, always helped me. Anyway, that's another story for another time. It will go in my book, which will become a movie soon enough. Screenplay is being written. This is one of my great aunts. She was 110 or 111 when I took this picture of her. She lived in Sobotka, which was in those days Hungary. Now I don't know. All right, so here is a big part of it. Looks like an Indian here. Okay, that's Aggie. Looks like Uli. Looks like my cousin Chris in a little ways. It's really interesting. I guess these are the ones that didn't make it. These are the ones. Some of them didn't make it. Wow. Now I see somebody here I recognize, and here. Wow, they were really happy in those days. I guess the only one that was really happy was Aggie. There's my dad. Okay, enough of that. Halloween! Yeah. My buddy Eduardo, I'll have to send this picture to him. We had an absolute right. We love Halloween in Canada. We really did. Boy, we were never pasty like these people here. Oh my God, the Hungarians are really not happy at anything. Even though my parents had an amazing life. These are my cousins again from New York. One of my grandmothers, but I don't know who. Judge Magistrate. Looks like a coffee cup on top of his head. Isn't that interesting? Looks like the coffee cup was inverted. It was a little bit of, I don't know what that is. Or maybe lawyers dress like that, I don't know. I have no idea who these people are. I mean, I recognize them. Oh, this is my aunt Edith from New York. Going dancing with the girls. These girls were a riot. That was for New Year's. This was in Canada, a cycling organization. This is when I was renovating something. I hired this Hungarian tradesperson. He was really very good. Balázs, the guy who stole my camera. In Hungary, yes. And my other cousin there, but she never stole anything from me. Rovin, Yugoslavia in those days. Rena and her husband Leo. Me when I broke my arm. Donna. Carrie. Nadia Makarovich. I think. No. That's Cynthia Bongard, so I'm getting them mixed up. Terry. Susan. I should remember Matt. Ian. Lloyd Kwan. Lloyd and I became good friends. He was the only Chinese guy I've ever met who couldn't speak Chinese. And we made all these fake fights. You know, we go, "Hi-ya!" And I'd be speaking Chinese to him, and he'd be speaking Chinese back. But neither of us could speak Chinese. But it sounded really impressive. You know, I miss some of that nonsense. Me, my cousin Edith Gaddy, and William and Paul. Going shopping for clothes was always lots of fun. These were American kids I met. Going skiing with Patrick Trousey, going off to the Sharo Spotokiniadi Collegium, building igloos in the garden, practicing for the Great White North. This was when I went away. I don't remember. This is a date I went out on with a woman a long time ago, but there was no chemistry between us. It's just another one, no chemistry. Just dancing out in the disco when Dorka was teaching me my lines for a movie I was in. I think this was the second movie I was in called Laszalo. I have video footage of it somewhere.